Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and today we're going to be playing some Abzan mid-range green, black, white in Standard 2022. So our basis is kind of the black-white snow deck, and I wanted to try out a couple of flexible cards. So what we're gaining in the black-white deck, so it's kind of the Eye Twitch, Shambling Gas, Deadly Dispute base, gets you ahead on card advantage, and then you go top out in like Lulth, Professor Onyx, Blood on the Snow to get back your big things. What we're trying out in this deck here is kind of an enchantment sub-theme. We have Felidar Retreat, which can make tokens whenever we hit line drops or put counters on our creatures. We have Binding of the Old Gods, which just is a flexible removal, ramp, and kind of death touch with our small things. We have Skeletal Swarming, which allows us to create tokens each turn, so just kind of a constant threat. So that can all be fetched with Moon-based Blessed Cleric. When it enters the battlefield, you search your library for an enchantment. So we don't need to play 4 of some of these cards, because we can have basically, with this, the copies of what we need when we need it. We have Serulf is one I want to try out. So this gets bigger every time a permanent is put into the graveyard. This includes when treasures are sacked. Like from your opponent's side. So something I want to try out. You can remove those counters, exile all non-land permanents with mana value less than or equal to the counters on Serulf. So this is a way to kind of sweep against like the weenie decks, stuff like that. This is a little bit of a non-bow with like our Eye Twitch, Blood on the Snow kind of things, as well as Lulth, but I want to try it out, see how it plays out. Even if we just use this as a big beater for 3 mana, we're killing a lot of things, so could be something we try out. Snowland package with Faceless Haven, some Snarls, pretty standard sideboard options for this type of deck, these colors. So let's fire it up, see how it goes. Some Abzan mints. So as always, if you do enjoy the content, if you can, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It goes a long way to helping out the channel, and it's absolutely free. If you do have any cool lists, do send them my way. So we go first here. We don't have white mana, so basically 3 of the cards in our hand are dead there. We'll keep this hand. And I think we're putting a Snarl back. Again, this hand, not great. We don't have white mana right now. Okay, Ghast is actually nice. We can Dispute next turn and get out an early Lulth. This looks like mono green aggro. Also have the option of Vanishing Verse, which is nice. So we can block here, Deadly Dispute if needed, or depending on what we draw, we also have the option of Vanishing Verse. So we'll block here. Sack here, make a treasure. So no white lands. If they go... Yeah. We're just going to Vanishing Verse this. So we do have Serulf here. But I think getting Lulth out earlier is beneficial. They don't have Trample right now, so this is pretty good to get going. This also diverts their focus, so we could potentially double block here. If we play this out, if they have something like Blizzard's Brawl, that's interesting. Don't see that in mono green that often.
My
So we can set them up for a bit of a blowout. If they pump mana into the Werewolf Pack Leader to attack into Lulth, I can set up a block and then Deadly Dispute and then Vanishing Verse it. I don't really hit lands. We've drawn quite a few cards. This is where the treasure package helps out a lot in these types of decks. We were missing land drops, we got Lulth ahead of curve, we got our Vanishing Verse out even though we're missing white mana. Yikes. You know what, I should have sacked first, but this might get them to attack funny. So, if we don't get a counter there, I think we're going to go Sciences here. Okay, with Blood on the Snow, I'm okay to get them to overcommit. Let's get our white source, fix our mana. I kind of want them to... because they're going to attack Lulth anyways. Oh, could play this out. If we don't play out stuff, they're probably not going to overcommit. This can force like a trade. Could soak us some damage. We can get Felidar Retreat going. Jaspera. I'm gonna put, so this would become base 5, so go to 6, so the damage would still come through and kill it. But what I want them to do I want, no, I actually don't care here. Because if they don't do this, they play more to the board, and then I just Blood on the Snow.
I am merely delayed, not defeated.
Okay, so they're not committing more to the board right now. So I think given that, let's get Felidar Retreat going. I want to bait them into playing more onto the board. So I'm going to reveal here. I want him to think like we just are flooded at this point. And then what I can do is next turn I can make another token, Lulth minus, and go from there. If they're really hesitant to commit more to the board, I can just Binding on the Werewolf Pack Leader. We get blown out here with Inscriptions, but that means that they're not doing something later, which is probably fine. Seems like a decent trade for us. The hell are you? If it was kicked, it enters each creature with the 1/1 counter on it has trample. do this. Make a 2/2. Play out Seraph. Binding here, and now we can just kind of pivot and start going aggressive if needed. Is this Snakeskin Veil? Yep. Okay, that's fine. That's another card out of their hand. We can still just Blood on the Snow at any time. Seems fine with me. We're gonna get a land. I can play with this Lulf. Ooh, and we got the Swarming as well. I probably want another white source. We probably go Lulf first.
I will show you what has
Swarmings
happened in exchange.
doesn't do too much here, but with the tokens, now we're in a good spot. Let's draw a card.
My children will take care of
We should have held one of those back. They can attack in this turn. Cool. Got him. That was the top 900 player. We were just like slow playing. Didn't have to commit that sweeper to the board. Saga's helped out a bit there. Playing Miguel Lobo. Opponent goes first. His hand's got some nice answers to it. Mana's a little awkward, but I think we're fine. So this is a game mono green aggro on the play, so it's going to be a bit more difficult. We do have this Vanishing Verse. This can get another copy of Bindings for us. Untap blind, untap blind. Okay, Eye Twitch isn't bad. Gives me a blocker for the turn. Eye Twitch can also get me Sciences if I miss a line drop. Interesting decision. So we got Sciences. Could also get Containment Breach. I don't hate that. Because Containment Breach here also gives me a 1/1. I'd rather keep this for like a Troll or a Chariot. We do need to hit a land here. So this game we haven't had like the Deadly Dispute. 2 rangers. This is awkward. Oh no, this puts on top, not in your hand. Oh, we just messed up. I misread this card. I wouldn't have played it. I thought it searches the hand. Yeah, we're dead. We took a chance there. Sciences was the cleaner line, but they're going to go too wide for us. With this, they don't need to commit to the board. We're missing 2 land drops now, so we're pretty far behind. Given that, I don't think we actually play the Moonveil. I completely misread this card. I still think I like those cards, but even with Sorolf, I'm not crazy about it. I think we just play the Symbologies for another low drop and then go from there. Let's try this again. Because we found those first few games is we didn't have much early plays that we needed. But we'll give it another go. I think mono green should be a fine matchup for us, provided, you know, we actually draw what we need. So I'm actually going to go Swamp here. Binding also helps these Mirror Breaker. So we can block here. It's interesting. Black-white aggro. Could be black-white clerics. So we block here. Deadly Dispute. Get Environmental Sciences. I can Pest Summonings. I think we Pest Summonings. So here... I'm basically just trying to buy time until I can play Blood on the Snow. Next turn I can play like the Woodland tapped. Get it like Angels. Because the more they go all in, the better it is for me. Second Blood's really nice here too. Let's get Mascot Exhibition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're basically a black-based deck, so getting this down is fine. So they don't commit more to the board here. I do think we need to Blood on the Snow. And Symbology here. Just get another Mascot. Like me just running back-to-back mascots will be good. Righteous Valk. So I think we're doing this. The question is, do I do untap land to sack? Or just set up for guaranteed mascot? And I think the answer is guaranteed mascot. We'll hold this back. Let's keep our life total high. Get another white source. Then we can hold this one back for after Blood on the Snow, but this keeps these back and then forces them to commit more to the board. This is a really good draw, so now I can basically hold up both of these. So it's like Cleric. This might be like a Haunting Voyage deck. Yeah, so it's Haunting Voyage, which is 9 mana. So I can faceless attack. Honestly, if they want to trade their faceless, I'm fine. Because it takes them off mana. That could be Starheim Unleashed as well. Yeah, just go wide. Because they're not getting to Haunting Voyage, they're not getting to Starheim, so we're able to take them out in both cases there. Alright, that felt pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I like the Professors, I think, better in this build. Cerulf kind of felt at odds. It's a 3-drop, and then like against mono green, it's going to get outscaled. They have the fight spells. The Exile is nice, but probably fine. Opponent goes first. His hand's pretty bad, but let's try. Hopefully it's not like super aggressive. Mill. Okay, the one nice thing is we're Blood on the Snow deck. The bad thing is we've double crab on turn 2 with Evolving Wild. Jeez. Well, sometimes you get best of one. This is just going to be a Tasha deck. Proceeded to mill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands. Just a real janky deck. The problem is we can gain a lot of life. What our deck's not great at is Gonna get sciences in case we don't draw lines. Okay, we drew lines. I think I need to just play this out, and we will discard a queen here. Actually, let's do Onyx. Just in case if we blood on the snow, I'd rather get Onyx back. Jeez. Yeah, we're not. We're presented no clock. That's probably an Alrund's Epiphany. Okay, there's blood on the snow. So I can sciences to ensure I get blood on the snow. That gets me back Liliana. I can binding. I think we need to try to blood on the snow. Sure, why not? It's the most power. Doesn't matter, we're at 1. Wow. Just like, we had no pressure that game, and just double crab's gonna get us. The mill decks are actually really good against these kind of derpy piles. We don't present the clock fast enough to pressure, and that game we just didn't have removal. We kept a kind of sketchy opener. Double crab's gonna get you. Double crab's going to get you. Let's do one more. Okay, I think we keep this hand. Three playable cards, Spider Queen. Very good. They go kind of wild. We have this Vanishing Verse. I think we're going to take the damage this turn. I think I'm actually going to get Pest Summonings here. Nah, I think we need to guarantee our line drops. So this is kind of good because it either forces them to commit more onto the board. Okay, so they go Redain. So they're probably going to put counters on Redain. That's annoying. So here, I think I need to Deadly Dispute. Jeez. Jeez. Okay, so take out Redain. The fact we drew 2 Faceless has been really awkward. Because I can't play out anything else. I think we're just doing this. Getting a green source. Gotta try for blood on the snow. One-time blood on the snow. You're not the one-time blood on the snow. So if I do this... do this, they could only hit me for 3. They would need a land drop to get me to die. This does buy me a couple turns. That goes... no, because that goes there. Vanishing Verse. Oh, sorry about that. Mana base is just so awkward. This game. So I put 3, block, block. I gain a life. Nope, I had it. Mana base kind of got us that game. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this one up. It was fine. Nothing to write home about. Probably black-white's a little bit better, just from a consistency of mana base-wise. And maybe better just going straight green-black in this build and then playing something like Flunk instead. I did like the bindings. Might just be a way. Like, we kind of just got juked on that mana. It might be right as well to cut down 2 of these and just play 1 more of each Snarl, just for consistency of the mana. But another idea of a deck. Let me know what you think. We will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.